Good morning, everyone. Good morning to Radio Lane. Good morning to our viewers. It is indeed a great honor for us to be here this morning on another edition of Health Talk. Sex is awesome, right? It is really awesome that we get to have sex with other people. To stay alive, we breathe, eat, and drink. To sustain our existence in this world, we have sex. Most of us here are a consequences of two people having sex. Having sex is part of our normal human nature. We have sex not only to have babies, we have sex to express our love and affection. We have sex to feel the pleasure and intimacy. But living within us are a range of microbes that are associated with our different body functions. Some microbes are essential to our health. Some microbes are harmful, like microbes that cause sore throat, diarrhea, skin infection. Some microbes, we have them when we have sex. This can cause a discomfort and these changes in our genital area. September 4th was World Sexual Health Day. Sexual health is a state of physical, mental, social well-being in relationship to sexuality. It requires a positive and respectful approach to sexuality and sexual relationship, as well as the possibility of having pleasurable and safe sex experience, free of coercion, discriminations, and violence. This year, global theme is Turn It On, Sexual Health in a Digital World. So today, we're going to talk about safe sex. We have with us in studio two senior students from the Smart Institute of Management and Technology. If you want to be part of these discussions, the numbers to call is 0770-107-107, 0886-107-107. If you are outside Liberia and you want to join us to have this all-important discussion, you can also call our WhatsApp number +231 880-571-223. That's our WhatsApp number. So you can also call our WhatsApp number and be part of this all-important discussion. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mama Lume Health Talk Platform, and also follow us and like our Facebook page, Mama Lume Health Talk Platform. Keep all of your Facebook comments, your YouTube comment coming in, because I will sit in studio going to address all of your concerns and comments on this all-important topic, safe sex. I am Mama Lume, and this is Health Talk.
We are project. Liberia. Mama Liberia. That's all right. Stand together. Fight Corona.
So welcome back. Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. Keep growing to your dial, because today we are going to discuss this all-important topic, safe sex. The Mama Lume Health Talk Platform is a 1-hour program that discusses a wide range of health-related issues. We bring you face-to-face with health professionals and provide you with causes, signs, and symptoms, complications, and preventions of diseases and illnesses affecting us in our respective community. On today's edition of Health Talk, we're going to discuss safe sex. We have with us in studio Mr. Christopher Sa Bangor. Mr. Bangor, welcome to Health Talk.
Thank you.
And next to him is Adrinta P. Dis. Welcome to Health Talk, Miss Dis.
Thank you.
So today we are discussing safe sex. This one Saturday was World Sexual Health Day. Anyways, before moving forward, Mr. Bangor, I just want you to tell us about, because the whole topic is on safe sex today, right? Okay. So when we talk about safe sex, what is safe sex?
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. When we mean by safe sex, we're talking about how one person or people can protect themselves, or partners can come together to protect themselves and that of their partner, or somebody can protect themselves from contracting sexual transmitted infection such as gonorrhea, syphilis, or chlamydia, or any type of sexual transmitted infection, HIV and AIDS. See, so this is all about protecting yourself from getting the infection and also protecting your partner from getting this infection.
Okay, thank you so much. Indeed, when we talk about safe sex, we are talking about everything. How to secure and protect yourself from all of these sexual transmitted infections, right? Thank you so much for clearing that for us. So let us move to Miss Tees. Miss Tees, today we are talking about safe sex. How can we have this safe sex? How can we make our sex safe?
Okay, thank you for that opportunity. When we talk about safe sex, is for you protecting yourself and your partner from sexually transmitted disease, which is STI. So for you to protect yourself from getting that disease, you have to use a condom to make the sex to be safer, to avoid transmitting the disease from your partner to another person.
Okay, indeed, when we talk about safe sex, is how much you will protect yourself and that of your partner from contacting this various sexual transmitted disease. So looking at Liberia, Pandora, looking at Liberia in our own setting, what are some challenges we face when it comes to safe sex?
Thank you. You know, Liberia as a country, especially a developing country, you see that people are not getting the information. One of the main challenges that people are facing is that people are not getting this information when it comes to safe sex, the meaning of safe sex, how sex can be safe. This information are not getting to the people. And another thing you look at is financial constraint. Financial constraint also involved in these things. So if these things are being handled, you'll see that these challenges, if we have to eradicate these things from there, you'll see that sexual or safe sex message will go across.
Okay, thank you so much. This in our Liberian society, do you think that we are really aware of sex? Do you think that our people, our instructors, let's say our people, our parents, our teachers, are really teaching us sex?
In our Liberian setting, our family or our people is not teaching us about safe sex. People only know about sex, but they don't know how to do safe sex. They just go on about we the female, the young children are coming out, to just come out and they want to have sex, but they don't know the side effect and the effect of safe sex, how to have sex. Because if you want to have sex, you have to do it a safer way that will be able to protect you and save your life. Because if you don't have safe sex, it break you down and is have problem on your health status. Thank you.
Definitely, indeed, we are lacking that knowledge because to really see parents, teachers, or instructors even skip reproductive health system. I remember my biology. Some assignment they will give you, they say, okay, you know why? You just have to read that. It's good to know, but it's not coming in the test. So like, they don't really focus on it. So let's come back to you this. We're talking about safe sex, and you know when we talk about sex, we talk about both gender, right?
Yeah.
Both feminine and masculine gender. So looking at the feminine aspect, what is the feminine hygiene routine?
Okay, the feminine hygiene in having sex, first thing, you have to be a very clean woman. You have to learn to clean yourself, learn to take bath, wear the proper clothes, wear the clean underclothes, learn to wash your gender very well to avoid coming down with sexual transmitted disease or other diseases. You have to be a very clean woman. Thank you.
Okay, you want to comment on that?
Yeah, to add on to what my colleagues just said, you know, the personal hygiene, it gave a great impact to a woman or a male when it's come to safe sex. For example, if a person did not have a penetrated sex, which they have to do with vagina and that's all the anus, right? So you see that if they have just an oral sex, because if you read on these things, it will tell you that having an oral sex reduces the risk of getting infection, sexual transmitted infection. But in doing so, you have to be careful. After having an oral sex, you have to take care of yourself in the sense that you have to get yourself clean. You have to take a bath. You have to be careful. Because as soon as the sexual fluid is being tampered with, taken from one place to another, especially in a cavity, you see that definitely you come down with this infection. Like you said, taking or bath, cleaning yourself, washing your underwear or underclothes, changing it on a daily basis. Because in these days now, if you look at like way back, my friends will tell me that I can wear my brief for almost 1 or 2, 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah, and you see that it's a serious problem. It's a serious challenge. It's a serious challenge. So if these people are educated on these things, that as a young man coming up, every day as a 24-hour or 12-hour, you should change your underwear, your clothes rather. So if these things happening, you see that these risk factors will be reduced. Yeah.
Okay.
So personal hygiene is very, very essential.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for making that clear on air, because it is also good. Let me just come in someone. It is also good to take care of yourself, especially as a female, because we got many holes. Unlike the men. Yeah. So it's always good to take care of yourself, especially when we talk about down there. You hear some people, oh my gosh, doing douche, putting some stuff within them, which of course is not good for the vagina. The vagina is a very clean and sterilized area. Once the area is not having been tampered with, there's no need to worry, right?
Yeah.
And even I read a book that said vagina is even clean than our mouth. So could you imagine that? So once the vagina is pure, clean, you haven't tampered with it yet, no male going inside and coming outside, like it's just clean.
Always.
So it's always good to clean that vagina with ordinary water.
Okay.
And putting soap, they put in douche, they put in all this stuff. So feminine hygiene routine, you just have to make sure that you wear plain underwear. Sometimes you wash your underwear with hot water, you add chloride, soap. If possible, you press the underclothes. You make sure that you wear a certain type of underclothes, not something that will hold your vagina so tight to the extent that the lubricant cannot even flow well. So I don't want to go in deep, so let me just leave the discussion with you. Now, Bangara, let us look at these challenges that mostly young people face, especially from 18s to 20s. Yeah, right? How does one feel more comfortable naked in front of someone that they are having sex with?
In our modern age now, like way back, let me start from our ancestors, our forefathers, our died, our parents. You see that way back when you're talking about sex is something that is traditionally hidden. Yeah, people will not be able to discuss sex with their children. But nowadays, you see, in the modern world now, you see that a person can be so brave enough to undress themselves from their partner. But even said that, if you look at on the Irish, it's not that much. People still get that traditional mindset that a man should not see your nakedness until you're already in the process of having sex. Yeah. So people cannot be proud of, undressing themselves, especially even they are only, they and their partner within a setting or in their room. People will not feel proud of it because the challenge is that these people are not getting the right information. The information is not going to them. People are not getting the information on sexual health. People are not getting the information on how sex can be safe. People are not getting the information on the impact of, in a room with your partner undressing, how you going to dress yourself in a room with your partner. Because, for example, if a person have a dysfunction, right? these are things that build our relationship. If I had it, for example, I have a wife, right? I want to go take my bath. I can go with my wife in the bathroom and take bath with her and come. That's straighten all the relationship. I can be in a room, my wife come and undress. She's my wife. Or my girlfriend. Or my fiancé. Yes, because we're together. But nowadays is that traditional tradition and culture bond these things together to the extent people still believe in tradition. So people believe that doing that is wrong. Yeah.
To be naked in front of someone.
Yeah,
having
people
sex.
people still believe that
So how
doing
will
that
you
is
have
wrong.
sex?
Doing that is wrong. Now youth these days youth still practicing that when they get in a room with their boyfriend they can pull leg off. Yeah, it's happening. So these people don't get it, they don't have any education. So education has to be given to them. It's your pride, it's your it's alone you are in that
So don't
space.
you think it's somehow mental problem because like maybe the woman is in a state that she's not in a mood to have sex, or maybe she's in a relationship for financial support, or maybe she's been traumatized, or maybe she's going through so many sexual violence. And then when you want to have sex with her, do you really think she will feel happy? Like,
Yes. It
So-
can be a psychological problem.
Sure,
Yes,
sure.
it can be a psychological problem,
Sure.
especially the financial constraint, or maybe she have been psychologically traumatized from one relationship to another. She get into another one, so she will be more careful.
In my introduction, one thing we have to know is sex is very important for our well-being,
Yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
part of our well-being.
Yes.
So, when you're having sex with your partner, you enjoy the sex from your mind.
Yes.
Once the mind is not stable, once the mind is not focused, maybe you just losing your strength,
Yeah.
Sure.
right?
Definitely.
So that's the point I was just driving at. Okay, let move to this. We talking about sex, and we talk about some people being shy in front of their partner. It could be male, it could be female, right?
Yeah.
But mostly women are the victims in issue like this. Let us look at this. What is the law of female sexual dysfunction in Liberia? How we classify that?
Okay. Some females in a relationship, if they go and meet their partner, some of them feel ashamed. Yeah, they feel ashamed because some of them they are not used to the person that they are meeting the first time. They feel ashamed. And some of them feel ashamed because maybe they have some ratchets or they have some problem they are going through to naked themselves, even their fiancé or their boyfriend. They feel very ashamed, or they're going through problem that they don't want to explain. And then when you touch them on naked yourself, even let me see, they will be like, no, not now, another time. Yeah, they don't want to do it. So some of the reason is psychological problem, as he said. Yeah, that's make up to be ashamed sometimes.
Okay, yes, that's true. And sometimes you see the men when they enter the room, they just want to jump on a woman
Yeah.
and have sex, which of course is not right.
It's supposed to be.
You have to romance your wife. She's your wife. She's all yours. Sometimes you discuss about it. How many of us really do discuss sex before having sex? It's challenging because we take it to be a taboo.
Yeah.
Right? You want to talk on that?
Yeah. One of the things I was making research on, I said, but in a whole sexual life thing, how many persons can really discuss sexual activities with their partner when they enter the room? The only thing that I want myself, like for example, like for me now as a young man, I just call my girl and say, oh, I want to see you. If she can, the only thing that on my mind is to have sex.
Have sex.
That's all. But by right, even the person is not in the mood, but even discussing, bringing some sexual lecture and other things, the person, romancing, the person can get in the mood to have sex. And the sex can be more sweeter than that things that just have on your mind. The person come and just penetrate.
And sometimes you see some men and blaming women. They just start like someone said the last time we were having certain discussion, like each and every time like I go over my wife on over my girlfriend, because he said girlfriend, on like 5 to 10 minutes, he just calmed down.
Wow.
So, so my first question to him was, how can you have sex? So he was like, what do you mean? I said, okay, oh, normally we enter the room, we undress ourselves, and then I just go on to my wife. I said, but then that's not how to have sex. You got to prepare the mind for sex.
Yeah.
You don't just jump over the woman because you want to have sex.
Oh, sure.
You gotta be romantic. You gotta, bring the feeling in her. You gotta discuss it. You gotta be together with her. This is the both of you concerned. Don't just, but each and every time you just jump over your wife, you'll be asking yourself why.
Why? That's it. The whole sexual or activities thing or sex thing is two persons have to be involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So even you are, let me, for example, I'm in a mood, right? My girl is not in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Even I try to force that will have, bringing her in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
I will just be doing it to satisfy myself, but it will not be nothing as compared to if she in the mood or in the mood.
Of course.
Yeah. You see, the percentage there will be higher than when my one is in the mood and she is not in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a lot of things that we can do as a young guys. If the girl says she is not in the mood, of course we know that it's illegal to force somebody for sex, but that is not forcing. But if I start the discussion, they, bringing sexual talk out, discussing, bringing or romancing, touching sexual active places, definitely things will happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. If you just joining this conversation today, we are discussing safe sex. If you want to be part of this all important discussion, our numbers to call is 0770-107-107-0886 107-107. If you are outside Liberia and you want to be part of this all important discussion, our WhatsApp number is +231-880-571-223. So you can also call our WhatsApp line, ask all of your questions you want to know about safe sex. We got a caller on the line. Good morning, and your name, where are you calling from? Good morning, your name, where are you calling from? Oh, we lost that caller. Sorry. Keep your calls coming in. 0770-107-107-0886-107-107. Good morning, your name, where are you calling from?
My name is Lisa. I'm the one calling from Sopo.
Your name?
Lisa.
Oh, Felicia, welcome to Health Talk.
I said Lisa.
Lisa, welcome to Health Talk.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're discussing sex, safe sex today. What's your take on that? Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, our topic on discussion is safe sex.
Yes, I've been following the show this morning.
Okay?
Yes.
Thank you. Good morning, your name and where are you calling from? Good morning, your name and where are you calling from? Good morning, your name and where are you calling from? Oh my God, the line. Good morning, your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning, your name and where are you calling from?
This is Obadiah Dolo, calling from Magili County.
Obadiah Dolo, welcome to Health Talk.
Yeah, thank you so much for the program and for the topic.
Okay.
And like what you people discussing is very much good for our setting because we on the both sides. Like when you come to safe sex, most of things, especially like all women, don't really like taking prevention, especially with using a condom. And when you come to intimate, that's my like when I always with my friends, even when I come here around you, I ask even if you're having sex with you. And so for that reason, they always fall in more love than even me.
Wow.
It's very, very important. It's good to educate and before having any intercourse.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Thank you.
Good morning, your name and where are you calling from? Prince, you are sounding too low. Welcome to Health Talk.
My okay now.
Yeah, you okay? You live.
Okay, let me talk about this question.
Okay.
But the people who just jump in the room and start to go straight to the point, they are so very stupid. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it happens when people do one of the partner, they don't really know anything. So it's just like you man, if you have a gravity, sometimes definitely you are organized, suppose that you know any for two because of this. So if you try to carry around hard, but one day you I so at the end of the day, anything you don't know any play about what you're trying to do. So the next time, for me, wow, the next time I can, I fall with some more. Which time already maybe use my power. So, yeah. So, thank you for the discussion, Joe. Really for that.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution as well. Good morning. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm going to tell my other story from Evans Street.
Jeremiah, welcome to Health Talk. You're live.
Yeah. I want to know, can you coming down? How will take care of Panjana and be better than the more? I'll give you the chance.
Come again.
I'm not going to call up something like how well we should teach will be well and will be better than the more.
No, the message was the vagina is more clean than our mouth. If the vagina haven't been contaminated, meaning you are not having sex. Yeah.
I've been kind of many Panjanas. I haven't been there.
All right. Thank you so much. Keep listening to the guests to discuss that.
All right.
So today we are talking about sex. Once we're talking about sex, you will get a lot of calls coming in. So just brush over the vagina issues.
Yeah, actually you didn't get it right. What we meant is that if the vagina is not being tempered like you said from the beginning, it's more safe than the mouth. Because nothing have gone there.
Of course.
Nothing.
It's a very clean
Yeah.
area.
Nothing have gone there.
It's black.
Yeah. So as long you see that penetration go through, that's where the problem start from.
We got with social media people watching. Yeah. We got Mendela King. He said good morning. We got Maka Jabba watching. Fofana Seko Sa. We also got Umar Abdurrahim Soni. And he said congratulations. So thank you so much for following. Keep your message coming in. Keep your message coming in because we need more of that. Our guest finally going to discuss all of your concern today. Good morning, your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning.
Yeah, you are live. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, this is Kobe that I gave for the second time. Please, I want you people to please have to do something for the public. Like educating the women, because more girls don't really love how to take care of themselves when it comes to that area. So I think the education should also be made publicly on the radio.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for your recommendation.
Okay.
So, how well are young people informed about sex in this country?
Well, most young people are informed about sex, but safe sex, most people are not informed. They just want to do sex for sexual activities, to feel good, to feel better. But the safe sex, most people are not educated about safe sex. Yeah, so we have to talk to people and tell them how important safe sex is. And when it comes to the woman aspect about the woman gender, how to clean woman gender is very simple. If you are a woman, you always learn to use a clean water to clean your gender. Do not use soap, do not put soap on the towel, wash inside, for you to be more clean or better. Only clean water you use to make your private part clean. That's the best way for a woman to clean herself. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, and to add up to that, one of the things women should take into consideration is that the vagina itself have the normal flora. So if you put something that is so acidic within it, then you are declare war on them. And you can see that if somebody will come out and say, oh, I haven't had a sex for a very long time, but still I'm experiencing infection. It doesn't mean that you must do penetration. But along your finger can penetrate within your vagina, definitely you'll be contaminated. You'll affect yourself. So this is what we're saying, that once you want to do proper hygiene, especially cleaning up your vagina, you should use clean water. And in using the clean water, the first thing you do is what? Wash your hand properly. Wash your hand properly. Because people will just say, oh, since that water, I will just take my hand, put the water and do it. No, you don't do that. You wash your hand properly before carrying on the process. And when it comes to what the caller was talking about, or the question you asked, how many people are informed on sex in Liberia, there's a real challenge thing that we find in Liberia now. The only thing we get on our mind is to come and have sex and go. How many persons can discuss it? How many persons can sit down and lecture with your girlfriend or your wife or your fiancé on these things? So, how are we going to do it like this? Are we going to do it like this? Or I love this, I love that. How many persons can do that? Nowadays, you don't see people talking about these things because the traditional barrier is there. Yeah. And you'll see that some guys will be talking like, I don't like using condom. The reason they say that because the information, they're not getting the information why they should use condom, the importance of using condom. They are not getting it. Some of them will say, oh, I can't really feel the sexual pleasure if I using condom. And just by doing that, use condom, you still feel the sexual pleasure alone. You are romantically involved. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said in my introduction at the beginning of the program, I said we have sex to feel pleasure and intimacy, right? We have sex to express love and affection. But how many of us having sex and we can feel that affection? You see, most marriages, most boyfriend and girlfriend relationship have serious problem for the past couple of years, but they having sex.
Yes.
Are they really feeling for each other? Do they really feel that intimate? Do they really feel part of each other in this country? So that's how literacy our sex knowledge is in this country. Because I think what the caller said is one of the key issues here. Because we need to educate our people about sex. We need to remove the taboo and stigma, thinking and discussing sex going to cause. Because if you not discuss sex with your children, they're going to learn it from their friends.
Yes.
And when they learn it from their friends, they are not learning a safe one from their friends. They are just learning how to have sex. But if you sit with your children and educate them about sex, not only sex, but a safe sex, it will help them mentally, physically, spiritually, morally. Because the person will know definitely what they are doing. Right? So it's always good when we talk about safe sex, we are not just focusing on sexual transmission infection.
No.
When we talk about safe sex, we talk about state of physical, mental, and social well-being. So when we talk about safe sex, we're talking about sex that is free from coercion, discriminations, and violence. Right?
Yes.
So when you... Sorry, we missed your call. So keep your call coming in 0770107 08. Good morning, your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, welcome to Health Talk. You're live. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, I want to know something. This is Obadiah. I want to know something, please.
Yeah, Obadiah, go ahead.
And in terms of romantic move or doing sex, talking about this, right? And this sex has to do with maybe sometimes using condom.
Oh, we lost Obadiah. Obadiah, you can stay. Keep your call coming in. Call us and then continue your questions. So these are the things we need to look at. These are the criteria we need to look at when we talk about safe sex. We are not just talking about using condom, but let the person be mentally prepared.
Yes.
Let the person be physically aware that you're going to have sex with them. So the numbers to call is 0770-107-0886-107-107. So Bangara, how can we make sex better and teachable for our non-generation? I think I asked that question first. The next question was, what was my next question? The next question we said, okay, now we're talking about sex, but most men feel this ejaculation dysfunction, especially when they are having sex. So how often is ejaculation dysfunction serious?
Yeah, in Liberia as a whole, you know, if you look on the averages, people will come down with this complaint, even globally. You know, like for example, they got that one of the disorder in ejaculation, they call sexual activities, especially for men that function, is like somebody may experience premature ejaculation. Yeah. We normally in Liberia call it quick ejaculation. So you see that less than 1 minute along the person get in, it just ejaculate. And the whole thing is along ejaculation have taken place. Except you have another extra substance taken in. But normally your body will go back to the normal stage. Before you have to romance again, then you get another motivation to continue. But you see that some guys, as soon as they get into it, they ejaculate, the whole thing die. Yeah. The reason is it have these are two things that contribute to these things. One, the psychological aspect of it. Two, and biological aspect. Yeah. If you're looking at the psychological aspect, you're looking at the mental preparation. If somebody just on their mind, oh, I want to have sex, I want to have sex, I want to have sex. At the end, as soon as they see the person they want to have sex with, they just, before they could make up their mind, or they make up their mind, you see that ejaculation have taken place. Yeah.
Of course.
Yes. So another thing you have to look at, the biological aspect of it is the hormones changes. You got to observe that too. Along you have hormones imbalances, you'll see that it will really affect a person in having a pre-ejaculation. And also, we have some medications that we can take. Some substances we take in will contribute to that. Yeah, especially some anti-hypertensive drugs. They will tell you some hypertensive drugs, if you are on it, they will tell you that this will happen to your sexual mood. And this will happen. So you see that these things, the psychological effect and that of the biological effect, contribute to most of men having premature ejaculation.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Good morning, your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, I was calling
Oh, okay.
ask question.
Yeah.
And I was asking, what is the effect of maybe in a person like period doing sex, they want to call even cooking? Is there any effect on that?
All right. Thank you so much. Keep listening. We'll discuss that. Good morning, your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Mohammed Jabata calling from Brazil.
Yeah, Mohammed Jabakila, welcome to Health Talk. You are live.
Yeah, the question I want to ask, if having sex with all condom is protectable?
All right. Thank you so much for that questions and keep listening to Health Talk. We'll discuss that.
All right.
So the first caller said first we're talking about erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
You talk on something that is very, very important, and we see that most young men are suffering from this issue, right? Like you said, for me I would say maybe 3 issues, right? It will either be the neurological problem, like you said, right? Yeah. Psychological problem, or maybe you also talk about drugs. Which is very, especially the antidepressant drugs too. They have serious issue when it comes to erectile dysfunction. So before moving, let's just leave that and then answer our caller questions. He said, There is something they call eating goat hay. It is safe because we're talking about safe sex.
Safe sex, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me come to that. When they talk about eating goat, it's talking about oral sex. Yeah, in the oral sex, what a person have to, use either their mouth. Yeah, let me just say their mouth. Especially when you refer to the goat hay now, use their mouth and penetrate it through the wife.
Oh, you mean sucking the vagina?
Sucking the vagina.
Oh,
That's what I'm
okay.
talking about. I'm driving her. Yeah, that's what they meant by getting goat hay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Liberian
Liberian way,
terminology.
yeah. Liberian terminology like eating
Oh my
goat
gosh.
hay. Sucking the vagina. That's right. So you see that according to CDC, they brought a thing they call the dental dam. They got something like dental dam. It's a barrier too. It's one of the protective or equipment too. Yeah, they use. So if you want to do that, you can use that. If you use the dental dam, you can I got here, go here, you want to eat. But I show you that the kind of sexual or feeling they will get from not using that thing, it will be more than if you're using it, because anything that serves as barrier, it stops you from getting something. So, but one of the protective methods of the brain is using the dental dam. You can use the dental dam or use the condom. Yeah.
Okay, and the next question was having sex without condom, it is safe.
Having sex without condom is not safe. Yeah, because
So when we just say everybody should have sex with condom, are we going to be in a studio today? Because we are here because of two people having sex. Yeah, that's why.
yeah, because if you're having sex, because we're discussing about safe sex, yeah, so having sex without condom is not safe. It's a risk. It's a risk factor. Because if you go have sex without condom, you don't know what you will come down with. It's a very big risk. So the better way is to have sex with a condom. Because if you have your partner and your partner have like titty to full girlfriend out there, and you decide to be like committed.
Why girlfriend? What's about the partner having 3 to 4 boyfriend?
Yeah, and then you decide to be like having sex with him without condom, and him doing other things out there. And when he come to you, have sex with you, have to come down with other diseases or infection. So the best way, everybody is not perfect. So the best way to avoid that, you have to use condom. That's the best way.
Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Stephanie. Stephanie, he's watching. Thank you so much for joining us. It was TP. Keep following the show, please. Keep your comments coming because we need more of your comments to discuss this all important topic. First, when we talk about sex, we're talking about something that the both partner will enjoy.
Yeah.
So from my perspective, once it is acceptable by you. Whether you how they call it say the first question, good hair, right? Whether you eat good hair, you eat chicken hair, it depends on the person you are having sex with. Right? Is that person mentally, physically, emotionally prepared for it? Are they really proper care of? I mean, down there, are they really taking care of themselves? Good morning, your name and where you got it from? Good morning, your name and where you got it from?
Hello?
Good morning, your name and where you got it from?
My name is Prince. Are you calling from one point?
Yes, are you welcome to Health Talk?
Yeah, I know you're talking about eating goat. Yeah, I said that goat is what last time you had to get a patient to eat it. So they will be looking and see that you don't have patients to eat it.
Wow.
Yeah, and I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's what we're thinking of men have sex in the house. They always choose that. Wow. And then both of them and they say no, I'm just like it, but they got no reason why you like it more. But I reason why you not like something. Like if you just like yes, I mean, how I said I know it's really wow.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that important question.
Alright.
So his question is, first he make a comment, right? So go ahead and when you see it, like what I was saying, it depends on the
Depends on
person.
the person you.
Because, but you know that when you see so go ahead and if you don't eat to go in there, why would you go eat it to smell it? So that's my own question to you. If you know that you see so go ahead and give it come to you to eat it go in there, why would you go there?
Why would you go there? Why would you go there?
So his next question was why women always refuse to have sex in their anus. Oh my god.
Addressing that, but that would be weird. That's why we agree that things are changing. But the anus is not meant for penis to be penetrated. Yeah. So if your partner tell you you don't have sex in it or in my anus, it's not something you're supposed to see the issue. Because yeah, it's not
They
something.
got different for you to enjoy.
No.
I think every
No. It's not something to be an issue. Because anal is not meant for penis to penetrate. It's not meant for that. So that's like we said from the beginning.
Why in an anus? Why not a
Why
vagina?
not a vagina? Then you get a situation that if a woman is receiving, then he says that you want to have a sex while they can't agree to the anus. Why would you do that? You cannot do that. Anal
So
sex-
when you hold yourself for that one there,
Yeah.
you will die.
you see, so the anal is not meant for sex. You know why you'll be causing in there? The rectum, you damage it.
I'm telling you.
The muscles that are there, you damage them. So at the end, you'll see that people will not be able to, like a normal person is supposed to sustain or stool from coming for, even you are really in the mood of having your stool out. You can sustain it, you can say 10, 20 minutes. But such a thing penetrating through it, I challenge you. You don't go for even 2 seconds. Yeah. So my brother, that other question is anal is not there for penetration, especially for sexual intercourse.
Definitely. So let me ask you this question, this. Is all birth control a sexually transmitted infection channel?
No.
Why you say so?
Yeah, not all birth control is sexual transmitted infection, because some of the birth control there is to block the sperm from entering to form baby. Some of it there, like the implant that some women give, some of it you receive normally. You don't come down.
We're
with-
talking about infection.
Infection.
You don't come down with infection. Some of the birth control, like the tablet, you taking the tablet in.
But you know that most people on, I'm not cutting you, but you know that most people on this depot or on other stuff
Yeah,
that they don't use
depot,
condom at
yeah.
all.
Yeah,
It will save you from pregnancy, but it's not saving you from HIV.
yeah.
It's not saving you from hepatitis.
Yes. It don't save you from that.
Sure.
So it won't save you from birth control. It won't save you from getting pregnant, but it don't save you from having infection. It won't block the way, but it cannot save you.
Sure.
So the best way, even if you're taking the implant from getting pregnancy, you have to stay prevent yourself from having infection.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, doctors, can diet and lifestyle affect erectile dysfunction?
Yeah. Diet and lifestyle affect erectile dysfunction greatly. Yeah. For example, you got people that normally love sweet. You say too much of everything is a problem.
Definitely.
That's why they say the sperm cells needs the energy to swim, which is the glucose now to swim. But it doesn't mean that you should take glucose to be the only food that you're supposed to eat. Yeah. So you see, if the diet is not well balanced or the person is not eating the right diet, at the end you see pre-ejaculation coming into. These are all biological factors that we're looking at. Yeah. So diet, lifestyle, like for example, you got people that love to drink excessively. Yeah. Alcohol, like I said before to one of my friends, I say alcohol consumption, for me, since I've been reading, I've been seeing the positive impact alcohol had to do, especially the artificial one that we drink. It had to do in the human body. They're only there to destroy because alcohol destroy your liver.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you see that alcohol also had a great contribution to that function in some men. Yeah, according to study. So the lifestyles and that of the food you eat contribute to that too. If you not take it into consideration at the end, you start facing these things.
Definitely, because when we talk about healthy living, you need to balance your diet, you need to exercise regularly. One thing I always tell people that is that anything that affect the heart will definitely affect the erection.
Yes.
Anything that affects your heart will definitely affect your erection. So the choice is yours. If you want to keep your mobile phone in your top pocket or in your trouser pocket. So the choice is yours, right? So if you want to keep your mobile phone in your shirt pocket or in your trouser pocket, it is going to affect one of these two, right? So the choice is yours. We gotta go. Good morning, your name and where you got it from?
Yeah, I'm Thomas Rogers calling from Western.
Yeah, Thomas, welcome to Health Talk.
Yeah, I've been listening for a while now. There's a question.
Go ahead.
If you get a partner that can feel long and you demand let to go for a longer time, yeah, is it possible to quit the partner?
Okay, keep listening to Health Talk.
Okay.
We discussed them. So it bring us back to the same concern,
Yeah.
right? He said if you got a partner, especially a female partner. Good morning, your name and where you got it from?
My name is Jeremiah, calling from Eden Street.
Your name?
Jeremiah, calling from Eden Street.
Jeremiah, welcome to Health Talk.
I want to know what causes deep ejaculation in men.
You see?
What causes?
Weak ejaculation in men.
Okay. Thank you so much. Keep listening to Health Talk. We discuss that, even though we have limited time. So, we got two questions here. The first question was, especially when we have a female partner, then she don't like to go like 2-3 rounds in sex, right? And he asking, what caused that? It is advisable for him to leave his partner. So that's the question.
Yeah, to address that issue, it's not advisable for you to leave your partner. The whole thing is about understanding and educating your partner. So if you have the intention to go for 2-3 rounds, you have to educate your partner on it. Because some people have it, like some girls will only tell, I want to have sex, I want to have sex, I'm having sex again. So if you have that attitude that you can go for 2-3 rounds, educate your partner the importance of it. Discuss it. You have to discuss it. Because if you keep your partner in suspense, then because you say, oh, because you can't go to
But
2-3
even
rounds.
when you go to school, you sit for in the morning, you can go for recess.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for rest mode.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is that, I don't know what he meant by if you just ejaculate, then you go back again, no, you can't do that. You can't do that.
So another question was, what causes weak ejaculation?
You want to come
Yeah, let me say something. Some men, when we say what we're talking about, their weak ejaculation, some mental problem, and they sweet. Some men like to eat too lot of sweets, and some men the emotion. When they just see girl on the first day, that strong emotion, and then as soon as they get over that woman, and then they can ejaculate right away. And some of them the mental problem cause that too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, to add up to what she said, I said the biological factor and that's of the psychological factor. Even now, research are saying that even it's genetic. Yeah, it's genetic. So you see that if a man, under the biological factor, if the man hormones changes are going on, you see that these things will be happening.
So it can also be the cause of hormonal changes.
Hormonal changes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And stay long, not stay long. Always learn to talk about sex before having sex.
Sex,
Remains your worth before you have sex. Don't just go and then you stay long, you come down, and one time somewhere could be 14 or.
So we're making for two.
I'm sorry, we are not accepting call for now because time is fast spent. We almost to the conclusions of this edition of today's edition of After. So sorry, we are not accepting any other calls. Okay, just to wrap up, let me get your parting comment and that of your advice to the public.
Yeah. Okay. My advice to the public about sex or safe sex, we should always learn how to make ourselves proper and clean and take precaution, because in doing sex you have to know how to do it and the meaning of sex. Some people just have sex because they want to have sex, and sex is the mind. In having sex, you have to be ready, you have to be physically fit, and you have to be mentally. So before having sex, you have to prepare for all that. You don't have to just jump into it and then have sex. And always educate your partner about sex, planning sex before having sex. But some boys, if they tell you, say, why you can't meet me, they already know that you're ready, that sex you're going to have. So before doing that, you have to let your partner know that you're going to have sex. That's the best way.
Informed consent.
Yes, informed consent.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Christopher,
Yes.
let's get to you. What's your parting comment and that of your advice to the public?
I will give the advice. Giving the advice to the public, I'll tell you that prevention is better than cure. Yeah, one of the going public health there. So we say you have to be reserved in what and how you choose to do. Make sure you do not put yours or anyone else in trouble. In the sense that if you don't have the safe sex, you are putting somebody's life at risk.
Once you know you're ready to take
Yeah.
care of babies,
Yeah.
you
You
know,
are putting somebody's life at risk.
physically, financially equipped.
Yeah. So you are putting somebody at risk. So if we have safe sex, we maintain these things into the population. Some of the things that will benefit from is healthy relationship. We'll have planned pregnancy, and that will have disease prevention. So safer sex is better than unsafe sex. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We want to take this time to say thank you to our guest panelists for educating us on this important topic, especially when we talk about sex. It's something difficult to accept or discuss in our society. I want to say thank you to the Hot FM family. Thank you to our listeners, our viewers. Thank you to all of our callers. Speaking about sex is very, very difficult in our society. We have an organization called Girls Excellence Liberia. Its aim is to improve knowledge and understanding through the provisions of information which is appropriate to the age development and circumstances of young person. Questions just are, why are my period painful? Join the Girls Excellence Liberia team to educate young girls and women on menstrual hygiene management. Thank you so much for joining us for today's edition of Health Talk. This show is proudly brought to you by Honorable DJ Blue. Thank you so much for giving us time or letting us time in studio to educate our people on all of these different health issues that are affecting us in our respective community. Thank you so much, and please don't forget to tune on next week on another fascinating discussion on your health. Remember, your health